The laws in Oregon are radically different in some respects than Washington, and we're right beside each other. So you have to look at public recording laws. You have to look at the ACLU of any state that you're going to live in will have excellent resources for you to look at your rights to record. You know, but yeah, apples to oranges. So since it is still a national news story. James, let's get into some of the stuff that's been going on with the protests in City Hall and whatnot.
Okay.
So I just released a edited another angle of your kidnapping, James. What did you think of your kidnapping video?
Oh, that's cool. That video is neat because it points out that they're pointing me out, essentially. Like, I'm on the sidewalk when they grab me, and I don't know. It just points out furthermore that the police in Portland, Oregon, have it out for anybody who at all doesn't respect their authority. Like the cop watchers, we don't respect their. I mean, to a certain extent we do, but we're not afraid of them. And that's what they actually said that when we got arrested that day. They're like, yeah, we go after you guys because you're not afraid of us. Everyone else runs away and you're just sitting there smiling. It's like, yeah, because we have the right to do what we're doing. You don't get to arrest us on the basis of we're not afraid of you.
Yeah. I just now recalled that, James. Yeah, when they brought us in City Hall and set us down and they had the criminalist film the conversations we were having, the RRT squad guys, if you're listening on the interweb or the terrestrial airwaves, that's the riot cops in Portland, Oregon. They literally said to James and I, most people, they run away when we run off the running boards of the trucks, in our riot gear and at least back up some. You guys just stand there going, oh, it's just the RRT squad. It's because, yeah, we're either we're very brave or really stupid. I don't know which one.
Well, it's just we don't have the fear. It's not that we're brave. I mean, for myself, it's the worst case they're going to do is arrest me for nothing, which they do. Like, I'm not... Worst case scenario is I get grounds for a lawsuit. Oh, no.
Right. But, your average Joe that's not so used to filming the protests does not have such intimate contact. I mean, and I don't mean we're, like, having candlelight dinners with them, but, like, I'm sorry, but, like, you get to know someone if they put you in handcuffs repetitively. Someone's putting their hands on you or shoving you around for, years with me since I've been at this in Portland since 2009. You form this odd relationship with the cops that you film as your subjects. Some of these guys, I can honestly tell you that I have respect for them. Not all of them, because some of them are, amoral sociopaths that, would probably eat their own young if they were ordered to. But some of these people I have respect for. It's really, it's an odd psychology to, I think the hardest thing for me as a cop watcher is sometimes having to observe friends of mine and even strangers being put in cages, being tasered, being hit, being pepper sprayed, having less lethal grenades thrown near them, watch people get pile drived into cement and have to suppress my natural human instinct to try to help. Because sometimes when I see cops use force, it's unjustifiable in my opinion. And it's really hard to sit there and go, I'm going to be passive, I think that's part of why I'm such a vicious heckler is because I'm just like, no, F you, get the F off of them, So, Mr. Boots, I'm wondering, would you have any advice to impart to people that wanted to emulate what you do, or how would you suggest they go about it?
Well, for the most part, if you're going to get involved, first start off going out and seeing what's going to happen for yourself. You don't know how you're going to react when you're first confronted about your filming or about however you're testing your civil rights, whether it be doing a Fourth Amendment where you're walking down the street with an empty case, or you're walking around doing a Second Amendment where you're open carrying a rifle or a handgun or something like that. Where it's legal for your states. For the most part, get that initial thing and see how you react mentally and physically to it. You might end up having the shakes. You might actually find yourself to be more talkative than you want to be. and get an idea of where you stand personally before you start going on, okay, I want to go at this route, or where I do the heckling part, or I want to go the silent treatment route, or you want to sort of do like the News Now Houston, where he's more of a friendly kind of thing. So, yeah, and
Right.
Yeah,
that's
that's
for
really-
the most part is just get that initial thing. See if it. I mean, you can sort of handle it, to handle that confrontation, because it can be very intimidating the first time it happens. I know the first time I did my first official one when I was filming the Atlanta TSA checkpoint there, was I got the shakes real bad. But I've learned to control that after a repeat practice and all that stuff, and then I could actually start shifting into doing the silent treatment, which was more or less the long-term go, which it took me a full year to get to, for the most part.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I still shake a little bit when I start filming. Like, especially if I'm by myself, I still get a little bit of the shakes, a little bit nervous. You know, the adrenaline's going because you're about to walk up on some people that have guns and could theoretically blow you away because they wanted to, and you're by yourself. You have no backup. So
Yeah.
the buddy system is a good idea as well. Having
Yeah.
at least one other person with you, it does wonders.
Yeah, that's a FTP Portland technique that we share when we do trainings, is that you shouldn't film alone. Although Bunny Boots, that's a rule I break quite a bit, but do as I say, not as I do. But yeah, I think fear is natural. I mean, I really don't really feel that when I'm filming cops by themselves, but in protest, like when I was out in Ferguson, Missouri, or Mayday in Seattle, there's palpable fear because and it's from both sides. When you're stuck between Molotov cocktails and rocks and batteries being heaved at cops on one end, and cops firing less lethal and throwing blast ball grenades and using bicycles like weapons, like swatting people with bicycles on the other side, the adrenaline gets, the handshakes, it's an experience. It's the closest thing you can get to battlefield cinematography or war journalism without actually going overseas.